Today we're going to be playing some Geoguessr. I have a video concept that I've been thinking about for a little bit, and I thought it would be fun to just hang out, play some Geoguessr, visit some places in the world from my kitchen, and recommend some books. So the concept is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, I'm just going to play Geoguessr, and then if I guess the country right, I'm going to give you a book recommendation from that country. Hopefully we can guess some right so I can actually give you some book recommendations, but back in my day, Geoguessr was free, fun to play. Now in 2026, I've had to pay for the privilege of zooming around Google Maps, trying to figure out where we are. If you've never played Geoguessr, very, very simple. You basically just get dropped off. You just get dropped off somewhere in the world, anywhere in the world, and you have to figure out where you are. Please come hang out and try to figure out where we are. Let's see where we get dropped off today. Okay, round one. I want to only give myself 5 moves because I feel like anything other than that is a little bit too much. Okay, first thought, this kind of feels like home. This is feeling very homey. This feels like my house. I'm gonna go this way. 1, and I also want to look at this. This is not my house. This is Russia. Should I say somewhere in Russia? I'm also playing on my laptop, which makes it really hard to control like the zoom and stuff. Anyway, maybe somewhere like here. Okay, close-ish, not really. For Russia, I'm gonna recommend The Brothers Karamazov by Dostoevsky. Yeah, I do recommend. It is a long book. You can do it, it's so good. It's been a long time since I've read this, but I loved it so much. I'll actually be reading, yeah, I keep saying this, but another Dostoevsky in September with The Idiot. This was so fantastic. Follows 3 brothers who are so different. I loved following all of them, and the quotes that just, oh my god, his writing is so fantastic. One brother is very religious, wants to be a priest and, you know, follow that way of life. Another one is a reckless gambler, kind of high, drunk on life, and then the other brother is very serious and studious and like scholarly, and I just love following them. It deals with what happens when their father is murdered, and it's so fantastic. His writing is just so mesmerizing. For example, because when I fall into the abyss, I go straight into it, heads down and heels up, and I'm even pleased that I'm falling. Let me be cursed, let me be base and vile, but let me also kiss the hem of that garment in which my God is clothed. Just great, just fantastic. Okay, round 2. I don't know. Is that a flag? One thing about me is this is gonna be so embarrassing, but flags, like, I have no concept of anyone's flags. No, this is definitely not England. Like, I have no clue what anyone's flags look like. I don't think I've ever seen a flag in my life. Is this Denmark? This flag is looking really bleached, but I see red. James Cookstraat. We think there's too many cars for the Netherlands. I don't think the Netherlands has this many cars. Does this look like a Danish dog to you? Oh, there's a ship. Was that not a flag? Hold on a second. Wait, so is this the Netherlands? So maybe we're like out here. Okay. Have I read Dutch lit? I don't know why I feel like I haven't, but one of the ones that is on my shelf that is a piece of Dutch literature that I haven't yet read is The Discomfort of Evening. I've heard that this is extremely uncomfortable, really deeply unsettling. I think this won the Booker Prize in 2020, and this is by, I will not attempt to pronounce the author's name right now, at least. This is a portrait of Yas, a girl whose brother's death punctures the routines of her devout farming family. It's about her and how the rest of her siblings develop like an obsession with death. I haven't read it, but I've heard really terrifying things about this one. Round 3. Oh, not a darn clue. Poland? Is that Polish? Is it Polish? What does that sign say? Albertov. I'm gonna say Poland. I've seen all I need to see. I've seen what I need to see. Let's plop us down outside of Warsaw. Why not? Why not? Okay, for Poland, you know, I have to recommend Solaris by Stanislaw Lem. Love this to bits and pieces. This was my first Lem and is 100% my favorite. It's a 5-star read. It's a sci-fi about a scientist who heads out to this planet. It's one of my favorite tropes ever. It's like when this new scientist or new worker arrives at a very remote base, whether it's on literally another planet. Oftentimes it can be set in Antarctica. I love the trope when it's set in like the Arctic or Antarctica, and you get there and you find that you have like 3 or 4 other co-workers there, but they've all lost it. Like they've all lost the plot, they've kind of gone mad, and so you follow our new scientist trying to like communicate with these co-workers who have absolutely lost it, trying to study this planet that seemingly has its own consciousness, its own desires, maybe its own revenge plot. It's incredibly disturbing. I think it's so well done, and I loved every bit of this. So 100% Solaris for Poland. If I get the country, I'm happy enough. Like I'm not super good at this, so I don't have like I don't know all the tricks, the ins and outs, the little details that are going to tell me where I am. I really don't know. If I get the country, I'm quite happy. Okay, round 4. Is this Ebertarf? I wanted to say like Scotland or something. This is really cute. I would go here. Fort William. Are we in Fort William? I've been to Fort William, Scotland. No, surely it's not the same Fort William. It's looking like the Highlands to me. This is so pretty. Look at how nice and sweet and homely and peaceful this is. I'm going to take us just a little bit further, but I think I am just going to put in Scotland. Look it. Oh, this makes me so excited for the fall time. Look at these beautiful houses. We're driving on the left. Yeah, look, we're in the Highlands. Okay, maybe I am going to put us in Fort William. Here, there it is. Oh my god, this would be so good. This would be so good to get a place I've actually been to. Okay, Fort Augustus. Okay, so it wasn't actually Fort William. For Scotland or the UK in general, I'm gonna recommend Frankenstein, because if you want to go to Scotland, Frankenstein will take you there. I always forget that part of Frankenstein ends up happening in Scotland, but it does, and it's great, and it's fantastic. I probably don't need to go on and on about Frankenstein, but if you haven't read it, let this be your Frankenstein summer or winter, depending on where you are. Final round. This also looks like home. This really does look like home. What is that? It is home. It is literally home. It is Ontario. Where in Ontario though? We have a boat launch over there. This could be like not too far from me. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. Okay, we have this little group of buildings. Garden, River, Child and Family something. Administration office. Maybe up here. I don't know. Okay, we were a bit more north in Sault Ste. Marie. For Canada, we have one of my favorite books of all time, Icefields by Thomas Wharton. This one is not set in Ontario, but it is set in Alberta, and it follows an amateur glaciologist who is so passionate about so many things. And so when he's out on a glacier to study, to look around, he falls into a crevice, and then when he's down there, hanging upside down, he sees something frozen in the ice, like stuck in the ice. And he waits around year after year after year, coming back to Jasper in Alberta, waiting for this thing to melt out of the ice as the glacier recedes. So good. This book is like a balm to my soul. A balm and a bomb. All books, good books, really should be, I think. But so much about the terrain of memory and the terrain of geography. Yeah, the glaciology of like your mind and memory and trauma. It's so good. So good. I've never felt more connected to like the earth and ice than I did reading this book, so 100%. I don't know if I'm feeling brave enough for a duel yet, so maybe let's do at least one more round. I feel like they're just sending me to my own country. Is this not my place? 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a sign. What does that say? Can I go read the sign? Maybe it's not Canada. Not Canada. Who is this? Somewhere in Eastern Europe. But which one? So bad with these languages. I'm gonna say Hungary because it's pretty large. We're gonna try. Shoot! Lithuania. Lithuania, you feel like home. If you have book recommendations from Lithuania, please put them down below because I don't have any. Okay, why can't I see this whole building? This is so pretty. This is so pretty. First thought is like Switzerland. First thought, look at how beautiful. Not Switzerland. I'm so bad with these languages. I'm so bad with these languages. I would visit here in a heartbeat. Look at this. Oh, look at that car. I really like that car. This is a really cool building. Look at this building. That is so cool. You have confused me. I have been confused. Should we give it to Romania? Should maybe like up here. I don't know. This is a random guess. No, Slovenia. Okay, well, Slovenia, you were gorgeous. Wow. Okay. Hotel. I got dropped off at the hotel Villa Flor. Okay. This is, I would stay here. Look at this. This is so pretty. San Marcos. Okay, where is San Marcos? Could this be Guatemala? Is anyone feeling the energy of Guatemala? Look, ooh, look at these. Look at this shop. There's so many people in this car. Another random guess. I feel like this round is so rough. Oh! This is really good because I do have a recommendation from Guatemala to give you. For Guatemala, I'm going to recommend The President by Asturias. This one is very surreal and feels like a fever dream. When you read this book, it's very powerful because it's a very unpleasant experience. It's a story of a ruthless dictator and his schemes to dispose of a political adversary in an unnamed Latin American country, usually identified as Guatemala. I read this for a course I took at uni. Very, very powerful, very disturbing. Reality is just warped and played with because the political reality and what people are actually doing to other people, like what people in power are doing to the citizens of Guatemala, warps all sense of reality. Very surreal. Oh wow. The co-op. I've been to a co-op. Restaurant Spats. Hotel Spats. Switzerland, France? Oh my, look at this blue house. Look at this blue house. Lord of Kebab. Yeah, I bet the Lord of Kebab does live there. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, there's French and German, so we must be somewhere in Switzerland, right? We've got a Hermes? What is going on? Oh, the McDonald's. The Swiss McDonald's is really something to behold. Willkommen. Wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, Switzerland. Okay. Where do we think in Switzerland? Maybe Lausanne. Lausanne? Sure. Please. Please, your goodness. Okay. Switzerland? I don't know why I'm blanking on this one. Have I read a book from Switzerland? I don't know why I feel like I haven't. The one that's on my TBR that I would very much like to read in Switzerland and like go to Switzerland if possible is Heidi, of course, by Joanna Spyri. Is that how you say her last name? I remember watching the Heidi film when I was very, very young, and I almost remember nothing from it. Like I remember the mountains, which is probably the main thing. But I think this is about a young girl who goes to live with her grandfather or her uncle. I think it's her grandfather in the mountains. I would really, really like to read the book. I've never read the book, so I'm going to put this here to remind myself to read it. Let's do the final round. Again, this could be my home country. I gotta stop mistaking everything for Canada because this is not. Is this Germany? Is this Austria? One? What does that say? 7, 4, 5. Okay, so this didn't really help me, but this is really pretty. What are we thinking? I think I might just put us down in Austria. Somewhere like over here. No, it was Germany. Gosh darn it. The duels make me so nervous, but I think we're gonna give them a go. If we do this, I'm gonna obviously play the rounds and then give you the book recommendations after because it's like timed and stuff. So, okay, are you guys ready? Are we ready? Oh God. And like, oh, I also forgot to mention you can't move. Like you cannot move. I have no clue where we are either. I feel like I'm not I can't read those signs. There's so much word on those signs. Those are like jam-packed with words. Literally no clue. Are those like houses over there? This is so random. This is the most random. I don't know. I'm just saying Latvia. Okay, none of us had a clue where that was. That was in India. Okay, round 2. Wow. Wow. Oh my. This is like the palace of my dreams. I don't think I've ever wanted to live anywhere more. Look at this tree. Which country is home to this gorgeous tree? Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh, he knows? This is so pretty. I just want to stay here forever. Okay, I have 10 seconds. Someone's beautiful house in Jakarta. It was someone's beautiful house in Mexico. We'll come back from it. We probably won't, but we could try our best. Okay. Guys, why are you dropping me off in the places where I have no idea? That says Pemex? Pemex. Oh, he knows? How does he know? Okay, we were in Mexico again. Guys, this is really beautiful. This is really beautiful. Is that the ocean out there? My goodness. Oh my God. I feel like they're giving us quite hard ones. Pare, cruce. Okay, so, okay, maybe maybe Chile. I'm gonna say we're in Chile. No, we weren't. We were in Peru. Okay. We came back from it. We're driving on the left. But then we have these houses that are like so beautiful. And there's palm trees. Why are there palm trees? This might be Australia instead. Oh shoot, outside of Sydney. Okay. Okay, round 2. This is a circus. The circus is in town. Or something. The circus is one shipping container. This is cool. This building's really cool. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Russia. Is that even? Yeah. Okay. Okay, I love look at the color of the dirt and the clay. It's so pretty. This is very cool. Oh, there's, India? Somewhere in India? He went so fast with it. Now I'm panicking. I have 8 seconds. Where do we think? Maybe up here. Oh. Okay, great. Exactly. Okay, there's like some mountains, hills. We got a little cute farmhouse. This road is looking like it's gonna mess your car up. I don't know. Really pretty. Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. I'm gonna say South Africa. I'm probably gonna regret this. From that round, we had Australia. I'm pretty sure this author is from Australia because we have Nevernight by J. Kristoff. It says he abides in Melbourne. Sorry, let me not say Melbourne. This one is a fantasy. It's a bit grim dark. It's very humorous though. We have a very ancient Roman inspired world where we have gladiators and consuls and all of that jazz. Amidst all this jazz, we have this young girl named Mia, and she basically watches her father hanged because he's committed treason against the state, and then she loses the rest of her family as well. And so she grows up basically wanting to get revenge, and she finds she's able to do so when she gets to enter this school of assassins. So, oh my god, almost took myself out there. This one is good if you want like a fun school book, like a fun, like we're at a magic school training to take down the baddies of the Roman Republic. There's also a fantastic side character who is a shadow cat because Mia also has these powers that allows her to control the shadows. His name is Mr. Kindly. Love him. Really enjoyed this when I read it. It is a trilogy and I liked the second book significantly less, but really enjoyed Nevernight. We had Russia again. I'll recommend Turgenev's First Love. This is a much shorter book than the first Russian piece I recommended, but this is about everyone sitting down, a bunch of, well, I think older gentlemen sitting down to recount their experiences with falling in love for the first time. And this one guy has a crazy story to tell you about the first time that he fell in love. It was charming. It was brilliantly written. I want to read it again. I've only listened to the audiobook of this, but I just have such fond memories of First Love. For India, I'm going to recommend another one that I had to read for uni, and that is Gun Island by Amitav Ghosh. This one is so relevant. This is such a piece of eco-lit. It begins in Kolkata with a man who's going to visit for a wedding, a family wedding or a friend's wedding. And when he's in the city, he hears this legend of the gun merchant. He hears about it. He wants to do some research. He's an academic. He's a scholar. And this journey takes him from India to Italy, primarily Venice. Talks about so much. In the background, there's also raging wildfires sweeping through different parts of, I think, California, around the world. It's so much about climate change affecting so many different places. There's tons about water. And then you just, I mean, I loved it. You just get to learn about who the gun merchant is, what this legend is, how it connects people across the world, how important stories are. It was just like fantastic, really, really fantastic. Giving Bengali folklore with the power of the elements in a time of planetary crisis is a story of creeping displacement and unstoppable transition. The final one that I got correct in this round was South Africa. I think I've read one work from South Africa, but I didn't enjoy it utterly, so I'm gonna just talk about one that's on my TBR, which is Cry, the Beloved Country by Alan Paton, I think. I think this one talks a lot about religion. I'm a little foggy on the synopsis, but this has been on my TBR for years. Yep. I don't know. Guys, where are we from? I really don't know. I'm gonna give us a random guess, and I'm gonna say somewhere over here, and I'm gonna say we are in the middle of, I actually don't know. We're somewhere in Hungary. 100%. Oh, we were not. We were in Ukraine. Is that Tim Hortons? That's the Tim Hortons. Where else do they have Tim Hortons? Because like this looks like, this looks like Canada. 416. We're in Toronto. We are in Toronto. Yeah. I don't know where that is. I only have 5 seconds. Or somewhere up there. This is so pretty. This is where I would like to be. This is where my heart would like to live. Where is this? This is so pretty. Look, I'm in that. I would like to, ooh. Is that the UK flag folded over? Wait, what side of the road are we on? No? There's this little like wall here. It's so quickly, which kind of leads me to believe maybe it is the UK, because the person I'm playing against is from the UK. It was the Norway flag. Gosh darn it. I'd love to go to Norway. Norway's probably in like top like 5 next places I would really like to visit when I have the chance. Okay, where are we? Mantup and Pemkag. Alun. Malaysia? Malaysia? Are we in Malaysia? Maybe somewhere out here? Indonesia. Okay. Well, for Canada, just because I'm in the middle of reading the series right now, I will throw Anne of Green Gables at you. I'm currently on book 4. Dare I say though, if you pick this up, maybe just read the first one. Like maybe just read the first one. This is so good. I probably don't have to tell you what it's about, except to tell you that if you're like, I've heard about, you know, Anne of Green Gables so much, I've seen what I need to see. If you haven't read it, you should just read it. Trust me, it is so good. It is so beautiful. I was a little bit worried reading it for a second time this year after so many years away and growing older that it wouldn't like fill me with so much wonder and joy as it did in the past. That is completely wrong, because it just did. It just did. The characters just grab hold of you, and it's so good. 10 out of 10. Okay, first thought is like Australia or something. This looks really cool. The Mandarin Oriental. The Pan-Pacific. It's like Singapore. It looks very... the signs are in English. Maybe it is Singapore. Could it be? This might be a really stupid guess if it's not. Maybe. Oh, he's saying Hong Kong. Amazing. We will go with that. Okay, number 2, we have Mechanica Abs. The Mechanic of Abs. Wish you would get to work on me. SE. Look at this tree, it's so pretty. What does it say? Chanona. I'm gonna plop us down somewhere in Mexico. Oop, I almost didn't get it. Okay. Mexico, but like pretty far from where I put us down. Okay. These hills in the distance are so tantalizing. Karen Southside's mini storage. Where are we? Are we New Zealand? Mechanical repairs. I'm getting dropped off at the automotive shop. Is this telling me something? We're driving on the left. Could it be New Zealand with like the palms and the hills and stuff, right? Right? Am I making a compelling argument? Like, look at that like peak in the distance. Ugh, I would love to go to New Zealand, but it's so damn far. No, we were in Australia. This is really pretty. Where's the sun? I don't know, my first thought was like South Africa. The grass is like scorched out the wazoo. Causeway. Maybe outside of here? Oh, he knows. He's saying GG. Oh. How does he know we were in Australia? How does he know that? I do not have anything for Singapore. I've never read a book from Singapore, so if you have any recommendations from Singaporean authors. For Mexico, I'm gonna recommend Pedro Páramo. This one reminds me so much of Spirited Away. Every time I have this in my hands, it reminds me of Spirited Away, because it's about this guy whose father is not in the picture, and his mother is like, you should go find him. Like, maybe you should just go find him. And so our guy embarks on this journey to a village, and when he gets there, well, he's trying to find his dad, but when he gets there, he's like, something is not right. Like, something is wrong with this place. And very quickly he learns that, what the meaning. He learns a new meaning to the term ghost town. It's so good, very spooky, really reminds me of different elements of Spirited Away. The town is filled with echoes. It's like they were trapped behind the walls or beneath the cobblestones. When you walk, you feel like someone's behind you, stepping in your footsteps. You hear rustlings and people laughing, laughter that sounds used up and voices worn away by the years. Sounds like that. But I think the day will come when those sounds fade away. So, we have... Oh, I haven't seen this stop sign before. We have a Pizza Hut. Berhenti. And then we have this sign, Jalan Pandamai. Berhenti. This car is very cute. So driving on the left. Who else drives on the left? Oh, we're way over there. I think I'm gonna have to look up the ones from Malaysia because they don't have, Okay. Writing. That script is, it's like so gorgeous. The rounded and like the shapes. Nadim. I don't know where we are. Are we somewhere in Thailand? I'm gonna say Thailand. No, Georgia. Wow. See, this is what I love about playing Geoguessr because I've never seen that script before. It says Georgian uses its own unique scripts. I'm gonna mispronounce it, but it looks so cool. With rounded letters and no uppercase, it is one of the world's most distinctive languages. That's so cool. I've never seen that before in my life. Very, very cool. Okay. The streets are big, so you know we must be in the US? There's KFC. Come on. Wait, this has got to be the States. But which state? These roads are comically large. Chinese restaurant. We have a hardware place. We have... Oh, where are we? Having a party? I feel like every time I guess the United States, I can always like pretty clearly guess the United States. Mega Fish Mart. I can always pretty well guess it. That is the what am I saying? That is the country. Because there's always like flags everywhere, but I'm not seeing any flags. Is this Hawaii? There it is. I saw the flag. Is this Hawaii? Papa John's. Florida? It doesn't feel like Florida to me. It doesn't feel like Florida. It's Hawaii. Yeah, it's Hawaii. We're in Guam. Never mind. Okay, do I know exactly where Guam is? I actually don't. Guys, where's Guam? Where the heck is Guam? I'm gonna spend 20 seconds looking for Guam. Oh no, I don't know where Guam is. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm just gonna put us here in the middle of the ocean. Okay, that is very far from the US. I'm learning so much this round. This looks really charming. You've charmed me. Casa do Largo. Could we be in Spain? Wow. Wow. I'm gonna put us in Spain. Oh, we're in Portugal. I don't think I've gotten any books to recommend you this round. Abarote quesada. Fresh meat, vegetables, milk, fruit. I don't know what the last one is. Sorry. Okay, let's go exploring. Burritos. La China. I don't know. First thought is Mexico. Alto. Oh, we were really up there. First thought, gorgeous. This is so pretty. Look at these houses. Where are we? Oh, a dog. Can I pet that dog? Can I pet this? Sir, where do you live? There's lots of mountains. There's lots of mountains. Somewhere mountainous. Chile? Not a clue in my mind. Ooh. Okay. Argentina. Okay, Round 2. First thought is like Portugal. Yeah, look at, do you see those roofs? That's giving me Portugal. I'm gonna risk it like over here. And hope to God that's Portugal. Oh, what if I'm so wrong? He's putting Brazil. Oh, I'm so wrong. Okay, sorry. Oh my gosh. What is that? We're gonna come back from this. What is going on here? Where are we? We're building a bridge? Okay, there's little palm trees. There's the beach. Okay, let's just be crazy. Let's just be crazy and say... Why don't we just say Malaysia? Okay, great. Fantastic. That was a very short game. I've spent a little bit of time doing some research on the picks that I couldn't come up with off the top of my head. I actually realized that I have at least 2 books on my TBR from Malaysia. The first one is The Ghost Bride by Yongshe Chu. This one looks really interesting. I've heard this compared a lot to Spirited Away, or like it has Spirited Away energy. Though ruled by British overlords, the Chinese of colonial Malaya still cling to ancient customs. And in the sleepy port town of Malacca, ghosts and superstitions abound. Lilan, the daughter of a genteel but bankrupt family, has few prospects. However, she receives like a marriage proposal from someone incredibly wealthy. They want her to become a ghost bride for the family's only son who died under mysterious circumstances. This one. I want to read this one. Okay, we're gonna play one more duel. Okay, round 1. Where is this? Oh. We got a little bit of the language that looks really pretty. Thailand? Please. I also don't think I've read any books from Thailand, so this is like a good... Is he also doing Thailand? Where are we? He knows exactly? Okay, all right, good. Okay, so Thailand we can put down. Okay. Saravia. Aparicio? Not one damn clue in my head. I think we're in South America. We got horses. What is going on? Say we're in... let's go to Uruguay. Yeah. Where though? Where? Definitely out here. I don't know. That's a random guess. That is a random guess. Okay, he's going more north. Oh no. Maybe I should have done that. Thailand was another one that I didn't have a book for, I don't think. But I researched a little bit and this one looks interesting. It's a very long title. It's called The Blind Earthworm in the Labyrinth by Virapon Nitiprapha. On the day Taria is born, her mother discovers her father having an affair with a traditional Thai dancer. From then on, her life is fated to carry the weight of her parents' disappointments. It was described as magical realism and it just looks very feverish, attuned to the addictive rhythms of a Thai soap opera and written with the consuming intensity of a fever dream. Yeah. That's what I like. And finally for Uruguay, I have heard of this one and I'm gonna add it to my TBR now. We have The Truce by Mario Benedetti. So this one is following a 49-year-old widow, Martin, who is about to retire. But then he falls passionately in love with a shy young employee. They embark upon an affair happy and irresponsible and he begins to feel the weight of his quiet existence lift. It's the intimate, heartbreaking diary of an ordinary man who is reborn when he falls in love one final time. Okay. What is going on here? The nuclear center. You're dropping me off at the nuclear center? Do we think this is France? Where's the nuclear center? You guys got a nuclear center? If I was France, where would I put my nuclear center? It'd be like up there. Okay, they put it down a little bit more. Okay, round 2. This looks nice. This looks very nice. Does that say beware of dog? But what language does it say beware of dog in? I have no clue. Oh, this is... Where's the sun? Where is the sun? Is the sun here? I don't know. I did not get a lot of clues for that one. Crap. Okay, so that was Slovakia? No, that is Ukraine. Okay. We did not get that one. Peru? Could we be in Peru? Look at the mountains though, look at the mountains. Maybe it is Peru. Maybe we're like in Ayacucho. Uh-oh. Okay, are we? No, Chile. We're in Chile. Okay. Okay. England? Let's put us down like Doncaster. Why? I don't know. What if it's not England? I thought they only had Aldi in England. Oh! Where's this? France. Okay. Not getting these right. I thought Aldi was a UK only grocery store. That's my bad. Okay. Year-round outdoor recreation. Circle Our Ranch? Circle Our Ranch? Okay. I went to Circle Our Ranch for a field trip. But are they like are they a company that has a lot of locations? This is giving Canada to me. This is really giving Canada to me. This is totally Canada. But is this the Circle Our Ranch? There are more than one Circle Our Ranches, yes or no? I don't even remember where it was. I don't know. I don't know if I thought there was only one Circle Our Ranch, but what if it's a company that has like multiple ranches? Circle Our Ranch? How does this guy know? Has this guy been to Circle Our Ranch? That's the Circle Our Ranch I've been there! Circle Our Ranch is like a ranch where they have horses, they do like horseback riding stuff. I never was on a horse at Circle Our Ranch. It was more just, I don't even know why we were there. We went there in high school with our band class. I don't even know what we did there. We did like group team building activities. No horses were involved, so I don't know why we were even at a ranch in the first place. I just remember playing stupid games and not really having a fun time. That is really funny that I just got dropped off at Circle Our Ranch. We have France, which allows me the opportunity to talk about The Count of Monte Cristo yet again. I really want to read this again. I want to read this so badly again. I read this a few years ago and it was probably one of my top reading experiences of all time. Please let this be your sign to pick this big book up. You're gonna have so much fun no matter what season you pick it up in. It is like a treat. It is a delicious treat and I'm so jealous of you if you haven't read it yet and you get to pick it up for yourself. It is the ultimate revenge tale following the most larger than life diva of all time and I just love this. So that is that. Thank you guys so much for coming along on this video. I don't know how long this was. I hopefully tried to make it not incredibly long, but let me know if you'd like to see more of this. Let me know if you want to play some more Geoguessr. I could sit and play Geoguessr for a very long time, so yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some good recommendations. Thank you for coming along on Emma's wild world tour this time around, and I will catch you very soon in my next video because I've got a lot on the go right now. Okay, ciao.